on duty sometimes. Let's see if they can make that work against the MVP Black, who of course knows this map throughout also.
Here we go. Draft for game number 1. It's underway. It will be MVP Black with first pick. Immediately ban away the Zeratul, so that's removed. I think there is a high chance we do see the Thrall as the big melee coming up for BlossoM. No Chetsik. No. But this is an obvious ban. This does leave Black with the opportunity to grab Vala and then remove, when you have Vala and you force BlossoM to take the Tassadar, they don't really have much to pair with the Tassadar on this map. So I actually prefer the Tassadar ban personally because Zarya could do a lot more if you have to do that deny pick. And yeah, also no chat is good on Zarya. So this is now less appealing for Black to take the Vala, and in fact they immediately take the Falstad. This is something they prioritized over the Vala, even on smaller maps in their last series when they had to play Tomb of the Spider Queen. They were very willing to take Falstad, not because of his flight, or not because of his global presence, but because of his flight and his ability to engage with a gust.
That's right. Also, it's very likely to be on Sake again. He seemed to be almost too perfect with the rotations, with using Gust to save himself and really force the rotations of the other team to waste their time and really make that into an advantage for MVP Black to turn in, to push the other lane, soak for EXP. I'm pretty sure it's going to work again just fine. And there's a Nazebo, Malfurion rotation coming out from BlossoM, and an instant response with Tyrael and Li Ming from MVP Black.
So, guess what? We got Sake on Falstad. We have reset on Li Ming. We have a Tyrael available for Kyocha, who's shown the ability to play the hero even since 2016 spring. And I understand the priority of Nazebo early on in the draft here for BlossoM because the hero is growing stronger. This is a map that goes super long, just like Dragonshire, so you want to play that late game. Tist with a nice haircut, by the way. I just want to point that out. But look, Nazebo, I mean, his haircut looks crisp. Okay, the guy gets a haircut, he deserves to have the world know. But you have a Nazebo pick that could be strong in the early game for pressure in the lanes. He's going to scale well into the late game. He's likely, with the fast rotations and how much he's going to be poking the turn-ins, going to have a really quick Widowmaker finish for the quest at level 1. But you've given MVP Black everything they've shown and everything they have dominated with so far, even in the second split. And that's what I'm more concerned about than anything else. The Diablo ban comes out. It's a kind of a favorite for BlossoM and GG specifically. They love their Diablo on this map, especially with the Malfurion roots.
Yeah, so the Lucio ban, we saw Meriday just harassing with those wall rides and safely just getting out every single time. So that's out of the option now. They saw this happening in the exact same battleground, the Spider.
This will probably just be a Karzim pick for Meriday, who has probably the most hype and high mechanic play we've seen this tournament with the triple dash save. Very, very high skill cap hero, and Meriday has shown us the top every time. This is so frustrating for Black, nonetheless. It's going to really hurt Falstad's rotations without using flight. He wants to rotate as quickly as he can to get all of those season marksman stacks. For BlossoM here, they're looking for a tank. It's probably going to be the Murden. They could go Arthas, though. He's more common. It's going to be Ragnaros first. Could still see the last pick lock in Arthas against the Tyrael here. They already have 2 types of damage, and it's going to be Wiz on the Ragnaros, it seems to be. Murden is picked up here, though, so it's absolutely going to be the Arthas, you have to imagine. It's going to be the Karzim 2 for Black. They insta-locked it. So, if it's not Arthas, what is it here? Can't really make an argument for the Anubarak. ETC is strong in the early game, but not as strong in team fighting. By the way, this is still the Probius patch. This is not with the nerfs to ECC's health and his armor, the change to his Rockstar, etc. That is not live here. That will be probably live next week. Don't quote me on that, but I'm leaning towards the Arthas here. He's just so powerful. He's got good wave clear.
Yeah. And Diablo's banned already. I think that is the best possible option as a tank frontline. ETC, as you mentioned, is still okay, with all their auto attacks available for themselves.
Time is ticking. I mean, I think we kind of broke down the two options. If they want to do something crazy, there's that. Okay, they're going to commit to the early game. Going to commit to ETC's crazy ability to pressure. It's going to be a really strong 4-man rotation with Nazeebo probably, excuse me, not Nazeebo, Ragnaros as the sole laner. So Wiz is going to be up top. Going to have this crazy push with Nazeebo just trying to get as many stacks as possible as he rotates between, while Falstad does the same. And it's going to be really about Tist, I feel, countering these rotations, punishing them, getting the right Stormbolt to the right times to stop the ETC from getting value as we go into game number 1. BlossoM, yet again the underdog in this series. The gap, though, smaller between these teams than the series we saw before. We'll see if MVP Black can take that first win to get the momentum going to the second best of 5. In blue, Team BlossoM. Scarlet on Malfurion. Dudu on his trademark Vala. Wiz on Ragnaros. Judy on ETC. And no chat on Nazeebo.
In red, MVP Black. Sake on Falstad. Reset on Liming. Tust on Murden. Kyocha on Tyrael. Meriday on his Kerosene.
Okay. No level 1 shown here for Sake. It's like he wants to see if he's going to get value. And he does!
I believe that was 7 stacks at
Oh
least.
my god, that's how you do it. That is how you do it. Oh, am I going to get a ton of free stacks because they just assumed I wouldn't take it? Okay, well, I guess I'll lock it in while the hammer's midair. You can see the power of ETC here as he power slides in. Tis takes a ton of spider damage. It's going to be so many stacks. So probably 10 stacks right there. It's like 10% of his Widowmaker already. But, you know, this is just lovely to see from Sake. This is a really decent first exchange from BlossoM, but I just have to continue to remark on the decision-making. He's not going to be as stacks-focused in terms of Seasoned Marksman, obviously, now. Judy looking for the slide here. Sake's on the retreat.
Yeah, you already see the pressure that you can have with ETC. Judy just rotating up and down. And Falstad, of course, going into that burst will also help doing much more damage when he's trying to cancel that channeling onto when BlossoM tries to turn into gem. And here's ooh.
Oh, that was actually next level.
Yeah, that was a predicted power slide, but
Reset predicted the prediction. So he like that was too much for me. I can't even describe what just happened there. So you expect the power slide to be going one direction, so you head the other, and then you realize he's gonna fake you out, so you fake him out. So 2 levels deep here. Meriday does get rooted. Unfortunately, those not much of a follow-up. Follow-up comes instead from Li Ming, as we've been seeing a lot of power hungry today. Not as much the Force Armor coming out at level 1. There's no big crazy melee to deal with a Ragnaros comp, and you are rotating a lot, so you do end up with orbs more often, so you get that extra bonus AP plus the mana. So you go back less often.
Yeah, you're also not really worried about Nazeebo until the late game, so maybe Li Ming wants to have a burst damage, really sustaining and have more damage from the beginning of the game, just to finish it before Nazeebo gets all that powerful.
Dominance coming out at level 4. As you see, hammer gains too. Pretty normal stuff. We have the regen talent as well, regen master for Tyrael at level 1, so that's pretty rare these days. You normally see the smite damage. Wiz is going to get caught here meanwhile, off screen. At least we caught the tail end of that. No pun intended on Sake's parrot tail. But, you know, it's when you're rotating around this often, it's why you see it. The same reason why you see Seasoned Marksman all the time on this map, just because you're getting so many free stacks all the time. And the same reason why we see Power Hungry. So, just globe-oriented talents here. No chat is caught and killed. Meriday is like, all right, pick these gems up and get out of here. Gem control right now, massively in favor of Black, holding 49, including the 31 they've turned in to the 24, so more than double BlossoM's gems because of the picks. 3 kills already.
That's also because BlossoM lost a lot of their teammates, dropping a lot of gems, and No Chat was holding, I believe, close to 20. And I'm not quite sure why he was rotating up when he could have also spit soaking at the bottom lane. Tutu is very focused until the very last second, and Merryday. What an aggressive Kerazin player.
Super aggressive, does force him to Hearth this time. With how much he extended in there, how much he traded into that. Upgrade for Rag's double at level 4, by the way, for Wiz. Going fully into the Q build. This Vala is going into the Hatred build, so auto attacks. Just kind of reading the talents out for you guys. Kyoja eating a lot of damage here. He'll be fine. It's pretty low on mana though, that's what I'm most concerned about. And definitely overextended here. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Oh my god, no way. No way.
There was no damage to follow up.
Yeah, I know. Scarlet dies too. I suppose Scarlet could have gotten the kill with a Moonfire and would have died anyways, but wow. MVP Black walks away unscathed there. I cannot believe that just happened. And I feel like Kyo just sitting there going, wow, I should not be alive. There's one more auto would have killed him. He had no mana. There's not a moment where you like tell your friends like, oh yeah, no, I totally knew I was going to live. He did not. But he lived. Resets here for reset. As we see off camera, our observer can't keep up with the action here. Nazeebo is taken out. This push continues. Overe's in the top and mid, and the bot lane is dominated by the Falstad push. The Sake is working on it. We're going to see Wiz go into Molten Core. This will just have MVP Black rotate away from this lane. They've already done a massive amount of damage. Their 1-level lead now turned into a 1.5-level lead as they look to knock down all 3 walls with very little opposition.
Yep, they can't really rotate now before they clear these web weavers. And see, look at the positioning of Kyocha and Tist. Perfect positioning. They know where exactly they're coming from. There's the power slide. Judy predicted it, but no follow-up at all. And Falstad is attacking on that port. Should be very close.
Yeah, he's going to get it down. I mean, the web weaver is uncontested. There's not even a single wave of minions here because he did go into the Mage Falstad too. He's got such big wave clear, so he just clears up the waves. There's nothing to stop this, and Black just wants to end this game soon. Look at how aggressive they're pushing this bot web weaver, even having it spawn little spiderlings once more. And Judy, I feel like in a normal situation this would be a good place to hide to look for a pick, but in this case with 10 up, it was a risky proposition. Had Reset gotten a big wave of force that could have been a pick. As you even see Karzim is solo laning against Wiz. Meriday's up there just to get the extra soak. It is going to be Palm.
Oh, Tutu does not get caught. There's a power slide to actually. This will be a good trade for BlossoM, maybe even a kill, but here comes a Sanctification and a great gust to catch off Nazeebo, and Judy's the next target.
Oh man, and it's not going to be over there. Boom! Down goes Vala. 3 kills here with 1 rotation. Tist is actually not even afraid. Look at this. Sake comes over the flight, gets over the wall, and they make it a 4. Scarlet, turn around. He wants that gem. Black's like, if you want it, go ahead and take it. We will blow you off the map. What an exchange there. Just a showcasing of the skill here, the mechanical prowess of MVP Black. 10 kills to 0. They are on their way to a perfect game.
And this was BlossoM's battleground choice. MVP Black just making Falstad rotation work on every single battleground, as Sake is just playing so perfectly these days.
With how ahead they are in talent tiers, I like that Reset is not even going to consider, the Disintegrate. He's like, well, I'm not gonna waste time. I could have used like 12 Wave of Forces by the time you guys get 10, so I might as well just pick it for safety against the Mosh. And if you don't take it, that's fine. We're so ahead. I'm gonna get a second Web Weaver push. This one's gonna threaten all keep walls. Look at the minion waves. They're all pushed, and Sake has such good wave clear here with his Hammerangs to push this all the way to the keep wall before the Web Weaver even gets there. This is gnarly. This Black is now gonna push down the fort.
Yeah, BlossoM still not 10. They have to be careful. Scholar is target for now. But health, and is very close to get. Oh.
Nice defense here by BlossoM.
Actually gets off a kill. There's a Gust to connect.
Yep, Gust
Reset
connects.
is so low on poison. Barely gets healed at the very last second from Merryday.
Merryday on point, and the Gust there, not even necessary to secure the kill on
2 talents up for the time.
Yep. The rare double for just 1 second. Scarlet not even needing that gust to go down, but well connected here. I'm not entirely sure where Judy was going with this one, but he is isolated and killed, and now Black is at 12 kills to none. Sanctification used, but unfortunately for BlossoM, they just don't have any tools to defend this push right now. The last web weaver, the top lane, will eventually go down. They've destroyed both bot and mid keep walls, and they're looking to do more. They have enough for another turn in just a moment. Look at that. 55 of 60 is going to steal this cap. They're going to look to destroy the cannon towers as they waltz their way back to another turn in.
He's coming in aggressive again. With all those CCs, I wonder how many he can actually land that mosh with.
Notice that this is just a full commitment here from Black. The only one missing is Kyocha, who's pushing the mid lane with those with a mercenary cap so that he can push that down to the keep wall. They have enough for a turn in now, so I don't think they're really going to split hairs with this push anymore unless they get a risky pick. But overall, why stay here when you can back off and take the push? If they get a lucky pick, perhaps they get a keep for free, but because it didn't happen, they're going to move away now at the last possible second. Coach has already rotated up to the top lane with his shield that he can provide the minions. He keeps them healthy, which forces a rotation of Wiz up here. No one is even remotely nearby to deal with the Black turn-in right now. And I'm not saying that this is BlossoM's fault. They're just so far behind. There just really isn't anything to do against a team that will make no mistakes in this moment. They're going to play well. They're going to play their game. They're the most experienced team in this tournament. And went up 12 kills and 4 levels. We'd imagine things are going to look pretty bad for the losing team on that exchange. Now the third web weaver in a row.
Yep, that's right. And MVP Black just dominating. And Reset is really on point with his skill shots. And I think he has over like 70-80% rate hitting the target with his Q too.
His leeming is fearsome.
Every single time.
Every time. You leave him the leeming.
Look at that.
And you're in big trouble. Wiz here going to get knocked out of this. Very briefly molten coring. And look at Reset. Looking
16.
in. Gets the reset.
Double talents down. Sank is just to save himself for the moment.
This is a full clean 4 levels ahead. This is a long double talent here down they're going to have. No Chat is blown up.
My goodness. Perfect combination of Tist, Meriday, and Reset.
Well, the web weavers have been working this entire time. They've been working overtime to get the keep down. Both mid and bot keeps will get on. The top keep is damaged. But this could be a win for Black if they get any more picks. The death timers are long enough. They're just going to start working on the core. They're confident that under core, they have enough of an advantage. By the way, 5 levels up now. They have enough of an advantage to just take the fight no matter what. The core is almost negligible to them as they split away. Tist is on it. They're not going to push this too far. If anybody dies, it won't be a perfect game, so they back off a little bit.
I'm just watching Reset the entire time. It's a beauty. This leaving highlight play here.
Look at this. Comes in, Calamity kill.
Can't even mosh. My goodness.
Reset's just looking for another kill. He's like, oh, I do okay. I got him.
Look at those skill shots. It's
perfect landing there. Meriday comes in to help clean it up. Tist survives, walks away. Core now completely under fire as Nazeebo's doing what he can with the Gargantuan.
And Saga joins the fight from the top. Meriday.
The self-palm.
Self-palm.
Ooh, zombie wall here, but he dashed into the Gargantuan. There's a kill on the Muradin, so
First
Tist
kill.
will die. No perfect game for you, Black. Ha! BlossoM, gotcha!
But by that time, all their keeps are gone and full 5-level lead. They hit 13, they caught 1 talent up, but still another talent to go. This pressure is real. They only have 4.
Well, they are just continuing to push this. A lot of catapults now going to be turning towards the core soon. Black just really wants to force this to work. Obviously, it'd be much easier if they just went back, reset for health and mana, and came back when they have Tist. But they really just don't want to do that. They want to make sure the pressure is never ending. They're about to have enough for the turn-in, so it looks like they just want to farm as many gems in the main base of BlossoM as they could to go for the turn-in. They're 5 off. It's hard to farm now because the waves are so pushed away from them. But Reset is going to start the boss. Merida comes over here. This is actually fairly risky, even with the 4-level lead for Black. They have Sanctification, though. I feel like this boss is a take for them no matter what, but it is somewhat unnecessary. They're just going to push away.
In the front, that will be the dangerous choice going in. About Molten Core, let's say if Molten Core can save them from everything else. Kyocha is silenced for the moment, but not enough damage coming out from BlossoM. There's a first goner from BlossoM coming out. Furin is the first one. No Chet will be the second one. Oh man.
Well, there's a third onto Vala as Judy tries to escape. The core's under attack. Tist has had enough. Sake reset here in the main base. They don't need the boss. They force the fight using the boss as an engaged tool. BlossoM takes the unfavorable exchange against Sanctification of all heroics. 4 levels down, talent tier down, the scaling advantage for Black. They will take this win in 14:30, a pretty quick time for Tomb of the Spider Queen, the map pick of BlossoM, as Black looks to try hard this and win their first game and looking to